just cover and comfort your families, and if you are watching.
Yeah. What are your thoughts? Do you think ELIM Live's going to take it, or do you think this Team Basic could be the wild card that knocks them out?
I think if Team Basic can get on the front and actually take some eco rounds or take an eco round or two, I think they could push ELIM into somewhat of a tilt state. And ELIM, if they don't recover quick enough, I think they could see this match slip away from them.
Yeah, we're just going to have to see how they choose to play this. I mean, I'd love to see tighter gameplay from ELIM. We know they can aim. It's just the team play that lacks, and the lack of discipline, really. I think that's what it is. Lack of discipline when it comes down to those tight rounds. Who's the actual in-game leader for ELIM Gaming? Ned, yeah. Yep. So I think Ned needs to step up tonight, and he needs to pull his teammates' heads in and say, hey boys, we're not going to play stupid. This is what we need to do to win it. And, it's really up to his team then to listen to him. And I think, if they are a solid team with, they should be listening to the leader. There's no reason not to.
Definitely. I've seen, we've been seeing that a little bit through CGA where players go against the call of the in-game leader, and they're somewhat, become a little bit of a rebel in that round, and it costs them. I mean, 90% of the time you're a rebel, but there's that 10% window where you can get a big play and get an entry for your team, but is it really worth it?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, when you pull it off, it's great.
Yeah.
And you can point to it and you can be like, no, I did this, and it worked that time. But ultimately, I think you're just hurting the team going against team leader. I mean, you're putting him... He's in a position of power on the team, and by you doing that, you're really undermining him, and I don't think that's the right thing to do. People have to understand it's a team game, and as a team leader as well, it can be very hard to make calls, and when you have people not listening to you, it can play a lot on your mindset as well. I think a little bit of respect needs to be shown towards game leaders. They're doing a tough job, and it's not always easy to cop those rounds where you made a bad call and you've got to get up and do it again and again and again. I mean, it can be really, really hard.
The criticism that you can get from people as well, like especially now that we're casting games, you can cop a lot of criticism where, well, that was such a bad call, it cost them the round on a full buy, but it can be hard for some to take, but that's the marks of a good in-game leader, is a person that can take that criticism. And if someone wants to go a little bit further and go into details of why it was wrong, take that on board and work with it, that definitely benefits it.
Yeah, that's right. They just need to come back strong in the next round. I mean, someone that can shake it off, put it behind them, water off a duck's back.
Yeah.
That's really key. I mean, if you're the in-game leader, you go into the next round salty because you made a bad call, and then you make some sort of half-assed decision based on nothing. You may lose the round for your team just based off that. So, I've met Ned a few times and he seems like a guy with a cool head, although I haven't experienced it in-game. I think he's the sort of guy that can do that. But like I said, I think it's going to be up to the team to listen to him. Looks like we're going to go live, though, into the knife round here, boys. So this will be ELIM Gaming versus... Why is that team name wrong? It's not Poseidon, it's Team Basic.
Yep.
And yes, I think it'll be on Mirage here. As we learned the veto system for Blaster Cup, it actually gets picked prior to the game starting. So one team will pick 3 maps, and then the other team will pick one of those 3 maps. So obviously every team here pretty well versed in Mirage. And I think we should see a good game here.
Oh, ELIM looked like they wanted to actually go at each other with knives just then.
Pretty convincing knife round there coming in from ELIM.
Yep. And let's hope this gives them a good footing on the CT side. I mean, we don't know Team Basic at all, so they could pull out a spectacular T side half, and that'll not be very good for ELIM.
I did a little bit of history research into Team Basic, and it seems like a couple of them are fairly new.
Yeah.
I know Lil Nin Repo has been around for a little while. He's played in CGO, and I believe he's aiming CGA next season. But the rest of the players, it's a bit of a crapshoot. Once again, it's just one of those teams that, they're newly formed. They've got some new players, they've got some old players. And I think, this is probably a test of the team's strength here.
Yeah, definitely. to take this loss on. If they do lose, they take this loss on the chin and go, "We've lost it. Let's, we're still going together. Let's prac, go into CTA, and let's do." I mean, hats off to them. Sure.
So, live into the pistol round here. ELIM Gaming starting on the CT side, of course, and it's going to be a standard B push here. This strat is so predictable. CTs, though, they do have 2 on B. One player's up short at the moment. Looks like he's going to fall back towards B now. The T's looks like they're preparing for a push as well. So we'll likely see a very quick execute here. And in fact, here comes the push now. 5 men out of apps here. Lucifer gets the first pick off the wrist as he drops to Van Messalele with a great jumping Glock shot there. Takes him out on chair. And Ned on short, down to 55 already, cops the USP to the face. Messalele again with another nice headshot. And ELIM Gaming scrambling now to retake this site. They do have contracts up in apps though already, and I don't think the T's have actually spotted him there. Luna looks towards apps, but cops some balls in the side of the head there. Contracts as well picking up a kill. And Messalele goes down bench. A great little pre-fire from Sabo. And I think this should go the way of ELIM now as they take down Lil 9 on short. A great little retake there. Not a lot of damage done by the initial T's on B, but the retake was very, very strong.
Yeah, definitely. The retake was very, very clean. Loose for getting that entry pick as well. That did help the team a lot there. Dropping that one player, although he died immediately afterwards, it slowed the T's down enough to get the rotate happening, but that retake, my God, was that nice to see. I mean, that was very, very well thought out. I mean, contracts pushing, then you had Blitz pushing from shop from Checker's side, and then, Sabo actually going out the shop window.
Oh, Messalele just waiting outside that smoke. Sabo, he's going to walk into Sabo's crosshairs. That's an easy kill. Just give it to him. And Luna's going to go for a cheeky plan here, but they don't take care of Blitz, who was actually up on balcony the whole time. He takes down 2 before falling, and now the bomb dropped on A bomb site. Now Snippy takes the aim battle to Sabo, but that M4 is going to come out on top every time, and Rish, last player alive top mid, really not much of a chance there, goes down as well. And the anti-eco round, not going the way of the T side, but they did get that plant in the first round, so they're going to be able to buy up here.
I must say, we do see Elim actually do the same thing. Good call by Ned there. I mean, we've seen time and time again teams that, show a bit of arrogance and say, no, we'll keep our SMGs, and it backfired. Oh, contracts!
Oh, contracts! That shot in mid, just taking off the head of Rish through the wall, and Ned pushing up short as well, finding one. Doing a little bit of damage onto Mest as well as Blitz joins in from mid-con. This is a bit of a frag fest for ELIM at the moment in mid. They are chopping them up. Snippy goes down as well, and Messalele, his team didn't even make it out of it. They all died top mid.
That was a slaughter. Sorry, I don't like using that word often, but that was.
Oh, definitely, man. Nice nade from Messalele, though. Does catch Blitz there. Just duck him back towards underpass. But with 3 CTs alive, and now Lucifer, I think he's going to try and flank here. Or no, in fact, he's going to wait up at B apps.
I've just jumped on board. I've jumped on board with Messalele now, just to see how he's going to play this out. Got 3 CTs to do. They're all spread across the map, so I think what's going to happen is Sabo's going to let him get the bomb down here. Wait for the...
I think that would be a mistake. They need to stop the bomb plant immediately. He does cop a flash to the face, but now Messalele aware of his position. Looks like he's going to peek. Oh, I thought he was going to get caught off guard there by Sabo, but he does tuck himself into the corner, just preventing the info there. Sabo comes around the other side of triple, though, and just takes him out pretty cleanly. And the first 3 rounds go the way of ELIM here. What do you think Team Basic's going to do from here after losing that first gun round? And losing it really in a bad way as well.
Again, I think it comes down to ELIM are an experience together for quite a while, where Team Basic are still trying to find their feet. So I think they just need to purely manpower their way into a bomb site.
Looks like that's exactly what they're trying to do here, but Ned's spraying him down from short. Luna takes out Lucifer at bench. Ned, though, with a 3K and Blitz on a fast rotate. Contracts there as well. And once again, a complete slaughter as they try to get into that B bomb site. Really just having no luck at the moment.
Yeah, they're definitely struggling. And, again, let's see. We did see this in the previous game of ELIMS, where they did show a fair bit of dominance in the first half. Come the second half, though, we saw a comeback from the opposite teams. So let's see.
Yeah, I think that's adaptation from the other team. I mean, Elam, they're sharp. But unfortunately, if you don't have strats to back that up, that's going to drop off a little bit. And I think that's what we see in most of their games. So I hope Team Basic picks it up here. It looks like they're going to go for an A execute. Smokes it down on A bomb site. Flashes over the top as the T's push in from A ramp. And the coverage is good here. Mulling off triple as well to prevent that player. But Sabo spots the head of Snippy on Tetris. Blitz taking down Luna as well. Mesalele will get a trade. But it is a 4v3 situation right now. Ned just centimeters away from Lunin as he crouches in that smoke to the right there. But Contract somehow aware of this and will pick up the kill. In fact, with a headshot as Lucifer finds Mesalele under Palace. And once again, the T's getting completely shut down. Rish trapped under Palace now, and CT's to the left and right of him. What's he going to do from here? And I think the answer will be die like a man. But no, in fact, he's just going to play time. And this is interesting. I don't think the CTs are actually aware of his position.
They don't look too close to balcony. I've got bombs, so patience from them now, just waiting for the out and trying.
Wow, Rish actually taking down Contracts there. Just catching him off guard. Sabo will trade though. And 5-0 in the favour of ELIM Gaming at the moment. Once again, the gun rounds just getting lost. And really, I mean, Team Basic haven't made it very far into the site at all.
Look, to be there, I think they were expecting a fair firefight from ELIM Gaming to take advantage of player count, but ELIM just played the retake. That's not what they were expecting. So that's why they sort of looked at what site they were like now, and all would be to get the bomb down, but
yeah, 2 kills again early. And no trades at all. I mean, Mesalele pushed out onto Tetris there completely unsupported. The rest of his team hid behind that smoke. And, I mean, he just died. I'm not sure what happened with the other player that Ned fragged. I believe that was on the other side of the map, actually. Or maybe mid. But, yeah, at the moment, Team Basic not looking well-versed in strats, unfortunately.
Yeah, they are looking a little stratless, but... Sorry, I just saw your message there. Thanks for that, Insanity. I think the noise gate from my microphone was still on, so that's why I was cutting in and out, but...
No problem.
Yeah, these guys need to... They need to just get in... They need to get a guaranteed entry into a site and just try and hold the retake off.
Ned with some key information there. I think he's actually heard them in B-apps. He goes for a wall bang, and the T's do try and respond here. But I don't know if this is the right call to go for this now. Mesalele has taken a lot of damage, and he will fall to Ned. Lucifer doing the majority of hit point damage there. Luna actually caught as well. He doesn't manage to get a shot off there, but takes almost half HP, and Ned finishes him off with a P250 from short as Luna makes his way into sight, but Lucifer and Ned locking down B right now, and the T's just unable to push any sight at the moment. Oh, man. I feel kind of bad for them. They've just stagnated completely, and that was probably a bad call to continue that B push as well.
Yeah, you need to realise when something goes wrong like that and just fall back from it, but... Rish taking out Sabo, though.
Nice little shot there, but I don't think he's going to survive much longer. Ned with the P250 again.
Yeah, Ned should
picking up a 3k.
Ned should just stick to the pistol work at the moment, because he's doing some great work with it.
This is not CGO Pixel, mate. It's it is
Blaster
X Cup, mate. But yeah, some of these players on Team Basic are CGO players.
Yeah.
ELIM Live is CGA. Man, I've got to stop saying that. ELIM Gaming.
We're ELIM Live caps. They're ELIM the team.
So confusing.
Too many ELIMs floating around.
That's it. So 7-0, ELIM Gaming looking in great shape right now. They just need to be careful, and I hope we don't see them drop rounds in a silly fashion. Sabo almost getting his head taken off from that Deagle. Throws down a Molly Palace to delay the push. Snippy has made his way onto Tetris, and Lil Nin Repo taking the aim duel, but Snippy will be the first to fall. And Rish as well in mid-con. Sabo finding Lil Nin, and yeah, the T's just being completely ineffective at the moment. Mr. Laley is going to push out solo, and he does get a frag somehow. But yeah, it's not going to be enough, unfortunately. And with the bomb once again dropped under CT's control here, Luna is forced to fall back, and I'm not sure what he's going for here.
Neither do I.
Is he trying to flank, or...?
I think he might just try and get himself a weapon or get at least, another kill on the board. But yeah, the issue for Team Basic right now is they keep giving ELIM the 1v1s, and you can't do that. You have to double peek, make the team play work. But again, Luna on that lurk all the way around through Tea House into connector room just didn't work at all. It was sort of a waste of time, really.
Yeah, he didn't walk at the right moment, and I think, his map awareness not great at the moment. Lucifer would have hurt him quite easily from kitchen there.
Yeah, with the new galloping sounds.
The click-clop, mate. Yep. It's like a bloody horse.
Yeah, just, if they nail out enough, but...
Oh, Contracts missing that AWP shot in mid. So, Tees look like they might get some form of mid control here. Although Contracts is going to re-peak, and in fact, you'll pay the price there. Rish finding his head with the AK, and Blitz playing very, very close here on the A ramp, just peeking over the top of that smoke. And this is the sort of play I don't like to see from ELIM. There is no need for that. Fall back and hold sights. You've lost a man already. Yeah. Do not continue to go for a cheeky push.
Yeah, the aggression is not needed now. You got the man disadvantage. But again, that was... As I say that, though, Lin Repo picks up Ned. So
yeah, now Blitz, he'll find himself in a tough situation here. Trapped at A ramp. He does take down one. The flash comes out from Palace. Sabo is there to support. But Messalali's actually made his way into jungle. I mean, this round's all over the place right now. The T's are just in the CT's position, CT's in T's positions. It's a bit of a swap around. And I think Lucifer has spotted Messalali here as he tries to make his way across, and he does go down. And that seemed to be some kind of a split play there, just banking on Messalali, able to push through kitchen, and relying on that doesn't seem to be a smart choice, although they have made it work with Luna, getting that pick onto Lucifer on B site. So, yeah, a very strange round here. And Luna will pick up Sabo and Kitchen, so it's a 2v1, and looks like Team Basic might actually get their first round on the board here.
Yeah, I just want to point out as well, I'm not quite sure why Contracts went for the re-peek in mid. It's not a favourable position to want to re-peek, especially when you've got a player posted. But Blitz, though...
Great aim.
He just doesn't care right now, but he goes down to Luna as he tries to get in sight to get to a bit of a better position, but not working for him.
Yeah, I don't like that round from ELIM, dude. I really don't. I think they could have played that a lot better, and that is the sort of play that almost lost them the game the other night.
That is 100% correct. And again, it's a habit we have picked up on in the past with ELIM when we've casted them, is the re-peeking. Once you've taken your shot, don't re-peek. But Sabo, why is he peeking the side of that smoke? Goes down to Rish with
the AK just catching him on triple box. Ned as well getting taken down top mid. Contracts with a great shot as he peeks over the stairs, and Blitz taking the Angel to Rish now, down to 6 HP, forced to fall back down A ramp and retrieve that bomb. But if you actually have a look at the T's position here, it's a bit all over the place once again. They've got one A ramp, one mid con. There was one B, but unfortunately, I don't think this is going to work out for them at all. They're just completely splitting across the map with no real objective.
Yeah, but again, though, ELIM, 2 players alive. That's stark contrast to what they had, in the 7th round going into the 8th. They had a minimum of 4 players alive every single time up until that point, and now they just seem to be losing players left, right, and centre, and I'm not sure if it's, just they seem to be peaking at very odd or peculiar times.
Yeah, I hope we see them tighten up their gameplay. That's a good pick from Contracts. He's down to 26 though, and he continues to hold the line. Is that the right call? It seems like it is, as he picks up a second, throws a nade in as well, and he's going to go for a third here. Lilnin tries to pre-fire, and Contracts is just having a field day from this truck position, taking down 4, solo holding the B bomb site right now. Rish on the lurk does find Sabo, but he's not long for this world. Lucifer will pick him up, and once again, ineffective peeking by Team Basic. I feel if they push Contracts all together instead of taking those single angels, they would have taken him out.
Yeah, definitely, and they would have given themselves a very, very strong weapon. I mean, the AWP is nothing to be, laughed at when you do pick one up, because you don't actually need armor to work with it. It's a one-hit kill.
Yeah, that's right. And, picking up that AWP as well on their side would have saved them in the economy, and that's exactly what they needed, as they did try to force buy here, and once again we see them getting shut down in mid. Contracts does go down in short. Rish doing a great job picking up 2 there. But 3v2 and the panic smoke being thrown by Lunin as he gets shot in the back a little bit. Rish now unsupported in mid. And yeah, it does seem that each of these players are just playing for themselves at the moment. There's not a lot of team play going on. If you look at the map once again, we've got Rish in mid-con with Lunin with the bomb headed towards B. Now, I don't think ELIM are going to pull that player off B-bomb site once Rish is spotted.
Yeah, well, we hope so. You know, it could be a costly mistake if they do, which allows them to get the bomb. Although it's not favourable for the T side, they could still pull something amazing off. But not going to happen. Rish.
Not today. And yeah, as predicted, I mean, ELIM, they're just going to leave that man behind bench. There is absolutely no reason. He could be anywhere right now. And yeah, looks to be the right call. I think Lucifer's just heard him going for that plant, and he's just going to duck around the edge of the box and catch him probably 1 second before that plant. That was a very late peak. Manages to pull it off nevertheless. And we see an 11-1 scoreline. This is pretty one-sided affair at the moment.
It is, but, you know, again... you know, let's wait and see what happens on the T side changeover. I mean, we could see a different team. I mean, I'm not trying to take away from Team Basic. They are struggling right now, and T side is normally the least favourite side on this map.
Yeah, that's true. Looking at the scoreboard though, I mean, there's a lot lacking in the fragging department. I mean, Lunin's on 1-12.
Yeah, that's never good.
You know, into the 13th round of the game, and Mr. Laley, they go for a boost in mid. It does seem to work. Rish has made his way up mid-con there, so no one actually watching that position, and they pay the price for it. Team Basic do take jungle control here, and Rish somehow in CT already. I mean, the way that ELIM Gaming is letting these teams leak through their defenses is it's not great, and I think with a better team, that would definitely punish them.
Definitely, and for some reason, Blitz has got an M249, so... I'm not sure if that's homage to Fnatic. I think it was Fnatic or VP doing that. But yeah, I'm not too sure. But yeah, as you say though, defense on ELIM's side they don't seem to be, you know, they don't seem to be as aware of where the leaks are in the defense, and the T's are just walking straight up. I mean, that was evident there. Walked up mid-con straight into window ring. Yeah,
that shouldn't have happened. But Luna getting the first pick there onto contracts as he just tries to cross into jungle. And that's going to be a key pick here. They should be able to take the site now, I feel, if they do flash correctly. Rish as well catching the rotator, Ned going down. But we see Blitz with that M249 under Palace, and Lil Nim did not react to that at all. He did not turn, he did not even try, and Blitz will pick up a second from the same position. Now Mr. Laley has spotted Sabo on stairs, but... yeah, once again, the bomb dropped on this A-bomb site, and a 2v2 situation. I mean, Team Basic, they're in with a good chance to take the round. They just need to play it smart.
Yeah, they're definitely in a favourable position. I mean, they do have an AWP, so... But Luna...
Oh, wow, that no-scope. And Mr. Laley taking down Lucifer Jungle. Somehow coming out on top.
Yeah, just that peak, though, Sabo was not ready for that whatsoever, and... yeah, lucky headshot hit from Luna there, though.
Yeah, I did not expect that AWP play to work at all. I thought he was going to get picked up immediately, but yeah, somehow gets the no-scope. Pretty incredible. Bit of a Luigi moment, I think.
Yeah, that is true. Homage to Luigi for those sorts of things.
I just want to address something in the chat there, MP5KU. Usually we have a lot more viewers, and you know, then the quality button will come. So, you know, if you get your mates in there, you can probably
get the
put it on medium or high, whatever it takes. But yeah, a 12-2 scoreline at the moment. Rish again in mid-con. Ned does pick him up though with the blind spray through smoke. That was good to see.
Again though, what is happening on the ELIM side? I mean, they've left mid open. They've allowed a player to get up mid-con. Who is watching?
And again, look at Mr. Laley now. He's just pushed straight up mid-con once again. He's picked up the AWP and he's just run back. That's all it took.
Yeah.
Nippy as well on top of Tetris. Contracts doesn't see him though. Open your eyes, Contracts. He finally gets him. But Mr. Laley actually landing an AWP shot there, down to 37. A little unlucky on the tag. And we find ourselves in a 2v2 situation, but both T's with an AWP this time, and Mr. Laley down as well. Now, last T alive does have the bomb in hand. Luna's been he's pulled off some good shots.
Yeah, he has.
He's not fragging well, but he's done some nice shots. Let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, I've just jumped on board with him now just to see how he's going to play this one because he got Ned actually in window room and contracts in CT. So...
Oh, Luna. Very lucky there. Just ducking back in time. I think he knows that contracts is low, but he's got another CT pushing in from jungle, and he's going to get caught with his pants down there in the dying seconds of the round, and we do see a 13-2 scoreline going into the next half. Do you think ELIM are going to close this out quickly, or will we see a stumble?
With the way they're leaving their defenses open, I'm just hoping they're not going to leave the same sort of loopholes to allow the CT side to flank them, because if they get flanked, that can do a lot of damage, and it can throw a lot of players, can leave a bad taste with a lot of players also.
Yeah, they're going to have to be careful here. I mean, they've got the rounds to play with.
Yeah.
But like we said before at the start of the match, once you have that lead and it starts to close, it can be very mentally defeating. Yeah. So hopefully we don't see that here. ELIM Live, in fact, going... I'm not sure what they're doing here. They've actually dropped the bomb B apps and they've sent 3 to mid. So we could be seeing a split B here. Possibly heading up short and taking mid control. In fact, there go the 2 now. Smoke's down in mid-con. Snippy, I think he has spotted them, and he gets a great 1B there. Taking down contracts from behind. Sabo, not sure what's going on there. I think he was lacking out, but it doesn't seem to matter as he lands the headshot. And Lucifer takes down Luna on site. Tees do take the site in a 3v3 situation here. So, Lunin, Rish, and Snippy are going to be forced to retake, and it looks like they've actually pushed up B apps and short already. Snippy taking a lot of damage down to 13, gets finished off by Lucifer. Rish taking fire as well as Lil9 finds Lucifer on site and gets a nice little headshot onto Sabo as well. Make that a triple. Lil9 finally waking up. The player that was 1-7.
Yeah.
Not a great scoreline right now, but that round was key.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing. His fragging is worryingly low, but that alone, just winning the pistol round for your team could be the change that they need. And, they did have Luna actually standing dead still on site. There we go. As I was just about to say, Luna timed out. Yeah, so Lucifer got a free kill onto Luna. So, yeah, that was a free round for ELIM there, effectively due to technical issues, but just not being able to pick it up. So, yeah, I'm a little scratching my head a little bit now as to what sort of happened there. I'm trying to make sense of where the breakdown happened for ELIM.
I think it was that pick in mid on short by Snippy. I mean, he just tapped that player going through, and that gave him the man advantage. And then once Luna died because of timeout, it was back to a 3v3. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think the inability to deal with Luna in repo as well, up in B apps. I mean, he picked up 3 from that position. That should not have happened. I mean, one's fine. Lucifer was out in the open on B bomb side, but that player at chess should have been aware that he was going to come out apps. Instead, focused on the player short.
Yeah.
And, copped it in the head, unfortunately.
And also the player on truck as well. I think that was actually Sabo. He was sort of dead set focus on the 2 players pushing up short. When in that scenario, what he should have done was pull back onto the truck, watch the apps, let the bench guy take the fight, or even let them come closer, because Glock versus USP at that kind of a range, you're not really going to do much unless you've got some crazy double taps to the head with the Glock.
Yeah, getting lucky pinks and whatnot at range. Bit of a crapshoot.
Yeah, it is.
Lunan was actually 115. Sorry, not 17.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just made that up. I knew it wasn't good.
Caps, just pulling
stats out my proverbial.
You were close, right?
I was close.
You're one
close.
below half. So you were just shy of half.
Yeah. But we are paused here, and Luna, I think he's yet to reconnect, and he's probably going to reconnect dead as well. So we're going to have to wait for an admin. It's going to be one of those lengthy pauses. So let's do a little plug for our following giveaway, guys. At 1,000 followers, we are giving away the falchion knife. I'm not sure if you've got that up.
I've got that up already, mate.
Fantastic. So the knife you see on your screen, boys, 1,000 followers. We are actually, if my maths is correct, 191 followers away.
Oh,
so
not fast.
Yeah, not far at all. I mean, we haven't been doing it long.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, we're because of the support from the community, we're climbing pretty quick. So
let's just jump back into the game there, mate.
Just noticed the
I'm not sure they've unpaused it. Yeah.
I think they're just going to play this out. I mean, I'm just going to switch over to Luna briefly for a few seconds there. Yeah, he is still DC'd, so...
I don't think he's actually DC'd, man.
You
I
don't
think
think?
he's just AFK. Unless his ping changes, I'm going to sit here and watch it for a second.
Yeah.
No, it does look like I don't know. Who knows, mate? It could be anything.
His ping is locked at 35, so...
Yeah, it looks like a timeout.
Yeah, it'll be... I think the timeout on these servers are set to... I think it's the default of an hour.
Oh, Blitz. A great headshot onto Rish there. Snippy doing work with the MP7 from Triple Box. Finds himself two. And picks up a third. Blitz just not expecting that push through smoke, and Snippy will pick up 4 here. And in fact, he could go for the TD, as Lucifer's very, very low. Snippy's just going to take his time and reload. Now pushes up and doesn't get the kill. Lucifer denying him there. The Glock taking off his head, but still in a really unwinnable situation at the moment. And yeah, great hold by Snippy there.
Yeah, wow, I mean... ELIM tried to get in there fast, but just looked like there's a ton of confusion, Caps. I'm not too sure on, you know, as you say, I'd like to be a fly on the wall in the TeamSpeak right now, just to hear what's going on and how they're going to break down once they actually get into a buy round. I mean, it is now a 13-4 scoreline.
Yeah, I have to question whether Luna's coming back, though. I mean, that's a long time out.
That is, yeah.
I don't know what's exactly going on there. Seems very weird.
And he was a key fragger for this team as well.
Yeah, we saw him clutch. You know, that jump and orb shot, that wasn't a clutch, but his teammate picked up, you know, the last kill.
Yeah.
Definitely able to make plays. Mr. Laley, though, in a great position right now. I hope he gets a nice little spray down here. He's definitely in the right spot for it, and the T's are going to push up, but he doesn't choose to pop flash, and that could be a mistake. In fact, yes, it is. Contracts for spraying him down there. Lunin does find one from short, but he's been tagged very, very low as well. Down to 1 HP, in fact. And CT's on a hard rotate now. Just trying to get some picks here, but T's have actually retrieved an M4, and Contracts is going to play that in B apps. And then takes down Lunin, Snippy and Rishdi finding 2. And Contracts goes down as well, so Blitz finds himself in a 1v3, just a Tech 9 in hand. But the T's did get a plan there, and I think they're going to be fully bought up in the next round. We'll likely see an AWP as well, I would say, on Contracts to get mid-control.
Yeah. Again, though, Contracts just being, you know, bad luck on the timing. Coming out of V-Apps to see what was going on, looked a little worried as if they were on the bomb, but, yeah, being caught out by that player, still actually holding on that short angle.
Yeah. That's such a tough angle to peek. Yeah. I mean, when you come out of B-Apps like that, you're going to look towards kitchen first. And unfortunately, that leaves you exposed to short. That's the problem with it.
Yeah.
You do need a bit of team play to back you up there.
Very awkward angle to play from. You are right on that one.
Yeah. So, T-side fully bought up here, and Luna's still AFK. So, a 5v4 situation, and Team Basic so far down. I mean, ELIM Gaming should have a really easy time here, but in fact it'll be Team Basic who gets the first pick there onto Contracts. The AWP for AWP going in the favour of Lil Nin. And they have picked up a trade frag. Mr. Laley did try to push through B apps there. So it is a 4v3 at the moment with Luna still AFK. That's awkward.
Yeah, that's an awkward call, being that there is still players up on the scoreboard there.
Yeah, and I don't think the T's had a plan there. It looked like they just wanted to split and pick. The B player did push for information, but paid the price. I'm surprised that ELIM didn't take advantage of that, honestly.
Yeah.
And yeah, it looks like the CTs are going to be able to read this pretty easily. The smoke's down on A-bomb side. That AWP rotated immediately. Rish from under Palace picks up one, but the trades come in. Sabo does take him down, and the bomb gets planted once again. So T's in a pretty winnable situation right now, as Lunin it's a 1v3, essentially, with Luna still AFK.
Yeah.
And he's got the AWP as well, so...
I'm just going to jump on and ball with Lil Nin there, and just to see, again, you know, I always love to watch from the perspective of the last player alive. We do know Luna is still on the scoreboard as an alive player, but he is DC'd apparently, according to his team, so...
Yeah, it's weird.
It is a weird
I don't know if that's a DC. It can't be a DC. It's been rounds and rounds now.
Yeah, that is true. It should have happened by now, but you're not quite sure.
Yeah, very weird. Nevertheless, though, ELIM Gaming picking up somewhat of a free round there. And this is starting to look pretty bad for the CT side. I just can't imagine them winning it from here, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, they very, being down that player. Had they had Luna though, Caps, I think we could have seen a different game, to be honest.
Contracts though, picking up Rish as he goes aggressive on A ramp, just throwing his life away really. Flashes go out at mid, and I think Blitz actually missed that one. Looked like he was going for mid-con. And once again, the camera switched to Luna. That is impressive gameplay. Luna in repo in window with the AWP, just looking for another pick. He does get spotted on the edge of that smoke, though. Blitz doing a lot of damage, down to 32. And the T's yet to concede a kill here. All on full HP still as well. Minute remaining on the clock here. And T's grouping up towards A. So they've got jungle control at the moment. They are going to push A ramp and Palace and mid-con as well. Very favourable situation for them to take A. And the trades come in now. Lil Nin and Blitz. And Contracts finding Snippy as well.
With a no-scope.
Yeah, with a no-scope. And with Luna AFK, I mean, how do you even go for this? If you're Mr. Laley, I mean, you've got to know that it's unwinnable. Yeah. But, I mean, either way, he's got to go for it.
Yeah, he definitely has. I mean, looking at the scoreboard as well, they've got no money to work with. I mean, Luna's got all the cash in the world, but he's not there. So, Ned picking up a free kill as well. Padding them stats.
That's it, mate. Mr. Laley has worked his way, but he's given up his position there, just running to that triple box, and he will go down from Sabo, who's tucked away in a sandwich there. So 15-5, and ELIM Gaming looking in great shape to win this now. CT's actually on an eco for last round. That's not a good situation to be in at any time, really. Yeah,
definitely not, and I think we'll see a pretty quick round now from the T side, cleaning it up. As you know, it'll be a 16-5 scoreline, I predict. Now, it's just that ecos never work.
We've actually, just to let you know, boys, we've actually got an hour break. The next game will start at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard. Had to do a bit of calculations there on my fingers. But 9 o'clock, so we've got an hour break coming up to the hour. And we'll be back after that.
You know it gets complicated when you got to start using the toes.
Yeah, that's it. Jeez, that's like half the world away, dude.
So yeah, and here we see the quick round, and sadly, Rish with a USP, a smoke and a flash in a dream. I don't think he's
mate. If he can do it though.
Oh, hacker for sure.
Come on, Rish, mate. No, not going to happen. Rish goes down, and Luna obviously AFK there. Let's jump on board with him and see if he can clutch it. Looks like he's actually still CT spawn and. Pre-aiming that garage door pretty hard at the moment. He does spot the T on his left and tries to flick to him. Just can't do it in time and cops a knife in the back. That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
that was pretty predictable. Once Luna went AFK and the way that it was a 13-2 half, man.
Yeah,
it's tough to come back from anyway.
Definitely, and then to add to it, you've got a player that's AFK. It's not favourable.